Hi, I hope everybody had a really lovely Christmas and that you all had a nice book haul like I did. So I just thought I'd tell you about the books that I received from my family, because they tend to know the sort of books I like, which is good. First one is Piranesi by Susanna Clarke, and this won the Women's Prize for Fiction this year. And I've heard so many good things about it, and nobody really seems to tell me on BookTube what it's about, but it's Piranesi lives in the house, perhaps he always has. Then messages begin to appear scratched out in chalk on the pavements. There is someone new in the house, but who are they and what do they want? So I've heard lots of good things about that, and that's one I'm really looking forward to. And this one, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Again, so many good reports on BookTube and everywhere about this one, and really excited to read this one as well. And apparently I'm going to need some tissues, so we'll see. Now this one was a surprise. My son picked this up because he thought it sounded interesting, and I'd never heard of it before. And looking at it on Goodreads, it's got a 4.1 rating, so it's not a bad rating, so we'll see. And I'd never heard of the author or the book, and the blurb is: "Let us rise against him now in all our numbers and pull the walls of heaven down. A brutal night offered one final chance at salvation. A troubled priest, last survivor of his parish, drowning himself in wine and guilt. A young girl, orphaned by the Black Death, obeying the commands of angels both terrible and beautiful. This trio will undertake a journey across a medieval French countryside decimated by war and plague, encountering along the way martyrs and saints, brigands and fools, the damned and their hellish masters. They have little chance to save mankind, but they might, just might, save their own souls." I think it's a fantasy literature one, and all I know about it is what it says on the back, so I will let you know about this one when I read it. This is another one that I've heard good things about, Frankenstein in Baghdad, and it's a satirical reimagining of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein in the rubble-strewn streets of Baghdad. So it's called Strange, Violent and Wickedly Funny. So I've heard, again, it's one that has been on my radar and I've heard lots of good things about. Now the final three, there's a bit of a theme in this because, as I said, my family know the sort of books I like. Pat Barker, The Women of Troy, the sequel to The Silence of the Girls. And I love The Silence of the Girls, so I'm hoping that I will love this one. It carries on the story of Briseis, and yeah, it carries on the story of Briseis. So, and we've got Helen and Cassandra and Hecuba, and so that one. So, is she going to have a third book out? I don't know, because maybe that will be on my Christmas list for next year. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. I told you there was a theme in here. And this is the story of Ariadne and her sister Phaedra, who grow up in the hearing the bellows from the Minotaur in the labyrinth. So again, we've got a nice mythical retelling. So that was a good one. And then going back to Troy, we've got Cassandra by Krista Wolfe, and Cassandra is the daughter of the king of Troy, who was cursed by the gods to tell the future but never be believed. So that's her story, and I think she also appears in Women of Troy as well, so it'll be really good. So those are my mythical retellings. So I've been a lucky girl for Christmas, and I will wade my way through these and let you know all about them, especially the one that I don't know anything about. And if you guys know anything about it, let me know in the comments box below, because I'd be very interested to see what people know about this one because I've never heard anything about it. So, if I don't speak to you again, have a lovely rest of the Christmas break, and I will see you soon. Happy reading. Bye.